It's funny, isn't it? When you have your third or your second, you're like, yeah, I got this. And then you've had the baby and it's like, nope, I've no idea what I'm doing. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. I have just started filming and the bin lorry for the garden waste has decided to pop up. Right, we're just going to have to ignore them because I have no energy today. Hi ladies! Okay, so welcome back to my video. I am tired. Why am I tired, Olivia Hounslows? Because I was up every hour of the night. Yes. So, we tried Olivia in her own room last night and she's now 7 months old this morning. Yay, congratulations on 7 months. Yay. 7 months breastfeeding, even though it was tube feeding for like the first few days, but that's still breastfeeding. Yay. So yeah, this is my little update for how we've been. So last night was a bit of a wobble and I don't think it was because she was actually in her own room. I think it's because she was too hot, too cold. Yeah. And you're going to claw my earrings out, aren't you? You are so everywhere. And yeah, so she was really, really hot, so we had the fan on and the windows open, and then she got really cold, so I swaddled her and I didn't put an extra blanket on, I just had the swaddle. And yeah, it was all just, she went from too hot to too cold, back to too hot, and it was all just a disaster, wasn't it? Yes. And you, she wants to stand up all the time and just bounce, don't you? Go on, bounce. Bounce. Yay! Yay! Oh! So along with breastfeeding, she will have like puree food. Floppy bunny! Where's your hands gone? I give her like little bits of bread and grated cheese and little bits of ham and she like gums them to death. But they say that food is fun for the first year and, you know, anything before that, you know, it doesn't really matter if they don't eat a lot. It's just kind of like a supplementary alongside their milk. We love Floppy Bunny, don't we? Do you want to be in the video? You are in the video. You want to be higher up so you can see yourself. You are so springy today. She's really like overly tired now. We're just going to have milks now and go to bed, aren't we? Yeah. You and your milks? You're a good girl. So yeah, we always breastfeed to sleep. You are just like your brother. You don't like me talking when I'm nursing you. So she had like a weird nursing strike thing at 6 months, and then she did the opposite and went to like cluster feeding, which was really strange. And I didn't have this with the other two, so it's like completely thrown me out. It's funny, isn't it? When you have your third or your second, you're like, yeah, I got this. And then you've had the baby and it's like, nope, I've no idea what I'm doing. But obviously we had a few other complications with her being in NICU and things like that. Hi ladies. Okay, so I'm just on the bed editing my video and I realised I'd missed out so much stuff due to my tiredness. She is rolling from back to front, front to back, and if you put her on the floor, she just moves everywhere. It's amazing. She's not crawling yet though, but she's really good with tummy time now and she shouts a lot less, which is good. She loves jumping and springing about everywhere. Her legs are really, really strong. She's also not sitting up, so she's not really doing a lot and she has no teeth. So some of the other foods that she does enjoy is a bit of chicken. She loves chicken korma sauce, pasta, veggies, just anything really. She's such a good eater. So she absolutely loves her pea puree. She doesn't like really overly sweet things like pear or apple, but I tried her on some prune puree yesterday and she loved it. And I also tried her on some whole grain porridge, which had some like fruity flavour to it, and she really liked that. So in myself, I'm really good. I upped my medication a little while back and since then I've been feeling really amazing. I'm no longer pumping anymore because I don't want to have an oversupply. I've got so much milk stashed in the freezer for when I go back to work, which won't be for a little while yet. But I am a little bit anxious because of the whole like COVID-19 thing, but I think there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. I can like just about see it. So fingers crossed and positive thinking for that. Now that she's 7 months, we can step it up from like the smooth to like slightly textured foods. She doesn't seem to have an issue with texture, but she does prefer like the really smooth puree. I guess it's just easier to swallow. It's like milk. Now, because she's drinking so much milk during the night, I have to change her nappy. And of course, that really disturbs her. But the nappies say 12 hours, right? But I don't think that that's for if they're having like gallons of milk during the night. So yeah, I do have to change her nappy during the night. It does disturb her a bit. She hasn't woken up the whole household yet, but I'm sure that that will happen at some point. I think the kids have just got like really heavy sleepers, and so has husband, funny enough, which is really interesting. It's amazing though, because I'm so tuned in with her. It was the same with the boys as well. Like the second they make a noise, I'm like, I'm awake. So there's her cot there. We moved it yesterday, and then she had like a few naps during the day in her own room, and then she just went into her cot in the evening as normal. I breastfed her in our room, and then I moved her into her room, and it seemed to work out really well. So there's this cable here, which is actually our baby camera, as you can see. That just sits up there in one of the boxes, and we get a really good range of like her whole cot and her. And I put her down last night. I think I checked on her about 6 times before she went to bed. There's always going to be like that anxiety, isn't there, of is she okay, is she still breathing? But I just had to try and like relax, and I was like, you know what, I can see her on the monitor, I can hear her on the monitor, like other than literally like going into her room and staring at her, like there's not much else I can do. I just need to kind of try and relax and see how we get on. And obviously the night was really bad, but I think that's because she was cold. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to me for free, and I will see you in my next video. Bye ladies!